80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball, and receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tonyan. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
26. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 43 yards. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him, And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go, set. Strike 60.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lance. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
17. No red. Red, cycle.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Come on, set. Come on, 38. Watch it, 6. You black, you yellow.
Lance looking to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Got it. Going to be rail. Ready?
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The 2nd half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Ray McCloud. That's taken on the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Hut. And cycle.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll run here with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And they are able to add on to their advantage. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing. He's got a man complete, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right down the middle. And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the second field goal ever made from 66 yards as he ties Justin Tucker's NFL record.
And everything had to go right for that field goal to be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Rodgers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On play action, Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
26. 30. Jump out.
Rodgers now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the 49ers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 82 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Rodgers going to try and run, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
26.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run once more with Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their measured steps. They start to think that they start to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they get to hoist the Halas trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.